Yeah, good morning guys. So can you guys tell me what you have learnt so far in the API development? What concepts that you learnt and what concepts that you practiced? Can you tell me now? Just a brief introduction, what you have learnt. Can you give me a brief introduction on what concepts we are learning from the last 1 week?
Sir, we are learning
HTTP.
what is API, what is the use of REST API, and some annotations.
HTTP protocol.
HTTP method.
We are learning HTTP methods. Okay, good.
Serializable and what is deserialization and more.
What is the serializable that we are learning?
Status codes.
HTTP status codes we are learning. Okay.
Response entity.
Response entity we are learning. Okay.
Request body path variable, request parameter.
Request variable, path variables. Okay.
Provider consumer concepts.
Provider and consumer. Next.
Postman tool also.
What else we have learned, guys?
Get request, post request,
Get request. What is HTTP get request? What is post request? What is patch? What is delete request? What is delete request? What is get request? What is HTTP request structure? What is HTTP request response? We learned those concepts. Along with that, anything else?
Like Postman tool, how it works.
Postman.
So we learned about the Postman tool. What is Postman tool and how the Postman tool is going to work. Great.
By using JPA repository to CRUD operations.
So we are learning how to perform CRUD operations, to perform the REST, how to perform the CRUD operations by using our REST API. I don't know how many of you completed that. Did you complete that implementation, guys?
Yes, sir.
Performing the CRUD operations by using REST API.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, done.
So is it working?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, fine. Working.
It is fine. Okay, great. So can anyone tell me what is the difference between GET request and POST request?
GET request does not have body, POST request have the body.
GET request is not having the body, whereas POST request is having the body. In which scenario we will send the GET request? In which scenario we need to send the POST request?
In order to interact with the server, means we need to get the information from the server.
Okay. In order to, if you want to get the data from the server, then we are going to use POST request. If you want to get the data from the server, then we are going to use GET request. If you want to send the data to server, then we are going to use POST request. Okay, now can you guys tell me how to deal with consumes and produces? What is the meaning of consumes and produces here? What is the meaning of consumes and produces?
Which format
whatever services are provided, that is called provider, sir. Whatever services provided, that is a provider. Whatever services are accessing, that is a consumer, sir.
Okay, I'm asking about what is consumes and what is produces.
So consume means in which format we want to consume the endpoint.
In which format we want to consume the endpoint, that will be represented by consumes.
And
in which format we want to take the data. In which format we want to take the data from the consumer, that we are going to represent by using consumes. And what is the meaning of produces concept?
Produce means the endpoint in which format returning the data.
Produces means in which format provider can produce the data. And can you tell me what is the difference between accept header and content type header? can you tell me what is the difference between accept header and content type header?
Accept in the get request, we will go for accept.
So when you want to when you are expecting some response in the XML format, then we will send accept header with the XML response. Then what is the purpose of content type, guys? What is the purpose of content type?
To specify the which format consumer sending the request to payload. Request to payload.
Okay. Accept means in which format consumer is expecting the response. And when you go for this content type, what is the meaning of content type?
Format the REST
Did the
What is
API
the meaning of
format of
content
the
type?
In which format the payload
In which
the
format
input request
payload?
would be
REST
there?
API,
Sending the
sir,
request.
which format REST API method expecting in the first one?
Request body payload type format.
In which
Request
format
body
consumer is
payload. In which
accepting the
format? In which format consumer is sending the response to the provider?
sir, I cannot see your screen if you are sharing.
Yes, sir, I have not shared as of now, sir. I will share it.
Oh.
Okay, now anybody having any questions as of now, guys?
Sir, I have one doubt, maybe out of context. So
Mhm.
can we connect MySQL from application from other systems, sir?
I did not get your question.
So right now I have deployed one Spring Boot application on AWS Lambda, and I'm trying to connect MySQL that is in my laptop.
No,
But it
sir,
is
it's
saying
not
like,
possible because
okay,
your
so
application is running in the AWS, right? And your
yeah,
database is available in your local. It cannot
yeah,
connect.
my local laptop, yeah.
So
I
then you
tried
need to
many ways,
use.
whatever
Need to
yeah,
1 minute.
yeah.
You need to set up the database, which is in the AWS cloud only. You need to set up the database by using RDS concept.
Yeah, I tried in EC2 instance using RDS, but that is working. But I'm
Yes.
trying to connect to my local laptop, but I'm not able to do it, sir.
No, it's can't. It's not possible, sir. You think practically. Your application is running in the cloud. It is in the AWS. The machine is available in the AWS, and database is available in the local. How it will connect?
Both are connected to internet, right, sir? That's where my.
But that's not sufficient, sir. That's
Okay.
not sufficient. Your machine is in your network. The machine is in the AWS. How it can connect? There is no relation between your machine and that application which is running in the AWS cloud.
Okay, so it is not possible at all.
No, it's not possible.
Hello, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Your database also should be in the cloud. Then only you can connect.
Okay, sir. Reverse is possible, sir.
Means
I will run my Spring Boot application in my local machine, and I'll try to connect to RDS in.
yes, that is possible, sir. Because database in the cloud now, they will have public DNS for the database, and you can connect.
Okay, I'll try that way, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, when we will use text by plain, sir?
Sorry?
When we will use text by plain?
I did not get your question. When we will use
text/plain. The format.
Yes, can you hear his question? I can't.
when the response is just plain, like when we expecting a response just text.
If you are entering some string message, record is inserted, I want to send you a success message, that's it. When we will use response type as a plain text, which is string data.
Sir, what is the difference between response entity and response body?
Response body means what is the data that you want to send to the client. That is response body. Okay.
Okay.
And the response entity is used to specify what body you want to send and what status code you want to send.
Okay, sir.
Response entity will represent response body plus response status code. Response body means response payload, what you want to send.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it.
Sir, sir, consumer application and producer application may be in same computer or different machine, sir?
Generally in the real time, they will be in the different computers. Not because you are developing a provider means consumer will be developed by someone else. So they will be available in the different computers. Got the clarity?
Yes, sir.
Consumer and provider will be available in the different computers.
So if in case if we develop a tool Spring Boot application in my STS tool, can we have a communication between those two applications?
Sorry, can you come again?
If I develop two Spring Boot application, two different functionalities in my STS local tool, so can we have using REST API? Can we have a communication between them?
Yes, sir. You can do that, sir. So that means in your system, you can run both provider and consumer also for practice purpose.
Okay.
In your system, you can run both consumer and provider for your practice purpose.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in real time, requests come from several devices, sir. How it will application knows the devices, sir?
You don't need to know the device, sir. For every device, the response is going to be same. You don't need to know about the device. It's not required, basically. Okay. Whether the request is coming from the mobile or whether the request is coming from the laptop, whether the request is coming from other application or request is coming from the postman, that you no need to know. What is your duty? Whenever the request comes, you just need to send the response. That's it. You got the clarity?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions, anyone? Anybody having any other questions?
Sir? Hello, sir. Ashok, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in the interviewer ask the critical questions, okay, sir. But sometimes the interviewer give the task, we can implement the code at the interview time. You can give the.
Sorry, sir. I am not able to hear your voice.
Sir, at the interview point of time, the interviewer ask the technical questions. Okay, sir.
Yes, can anybody hear his voice?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, I am chat the message.
No, your voice is not clear.
Hello, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, now I can hear.
Sir, in the interviewer will ask the questions in theoretical questions, sir. Okay, but sometimes the interviewer ask the give the task, we can implement the code, sir. At the interview point of the time, we can give
Please type your question in the chat box. That will be better.
Okay.
Sir, he is asking, interviewer ask his questions. He can manage that one, but he cannot manage how to deal with the problem solving.
You need to learn that.
Okay, sir.
You should be able to solve the problems.
Okay, sir. What type of questions? What type of tasks?
I will give the interview questions, sir. First, let me complete the syllabus. Then I will tell you what type of questions they are going to ask you, how we need to answer. We will understand that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other question? Anyone having? No questions. We can get started with the session.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please refer any other website to briefly you are reading REST API. All these questions.
Sorry, can you come again?
Please reference one website, sir. Your side. Briefly, I'm reading content.
Any website?
Refer, sir. Please refer any website to read briefly.
To read briefly any website. Okay, okay. Sure.
I want to read briefly all the methods in the contents.
Okay. Okay, 1 minute, guys. So no questions for the people, right? Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Yes, very good. So we got the clarity on what we need to do if you want to develop a REST API. So we got the clarity on how to develop the REST API and what is provider part and how to deal with both XML data and JSON data in the provider. I hope we got the clarity on that part also. Are you able to implement both XML data and JSON data, guys?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to implement both XML data and JSON data? So how we are going to use JSON data? How we are going to use JSON data? What is the API we are using for JSON data?
Jackson API.
So internally we are using Jackson API for the JSON data. Okay, and how we are going to use XML? What is the API that is required in the background in order to work with the XML? What is the API that we need in the background in order to work with XML?
JAXB, sir.
Yes, JAXB API. But currently JAXB is part of JDK or it is not part of JDK?
Not part of
Not part of JDK.
Which version it is available?
1.8.
Up to Java 8.
Up to Java 1.8 version only it is available. After Java 1.8 version they removed it. Now if you want to use XML in the application, then we need to add the
Add the
dependency
dependency.
manually. Then we need to add the dependency manually. Then only Java object can be converted to XML. XML can be converted to Java object. So can one REST API support for both the XML data and the JSON data, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Can
sir.
one API support for both XML data and JSON data?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, it is supported. And some consumers want to take XML as a response. Some consumers want to take JSON as a response. My REST API is more flexible now. Okay. And the next one. So consumer can decide what response they want and what input they want to send by using headers concept. HTTP headers concept also we have implemented. Okay, good. And the next one, we have tested our APIs by using Postman. So Postman is a tool that is used to implement testing. Good. Next one, whatever the assignment I have given, did you guys completed that? Whatever the assignment I have given, did you guys completed that assignment?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to do it with both JSON and XML data?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to do it with both JSON and XML data? Testing is completed. Anybody want to show me the project that you have completed? Anybody want to share the screen and show me that you implemented the assignment? Anybody want to show me that project that you implemented? CRUD operations with REST API? Come on, guys. Anyone who want to show me that I have implemented CRUD operations by using REST API, inserting record, updating the record, deleting the record. Just I'm asking that one. Did you guys completed that? If you completed, can you show me that one? Is there anybody who want to show me that project which is implemented? Come on, guys. Anybody want to show me the project that you have implemented?
Yeah, sure, Ashok. I think I was logged in through mobile. So now I logged into my laptop.
Okay, so can you share your screen and show me the project, Rakesh? Rakesh completed that implementation. So let us see. Yeah, guys, Rakesh developed a project, REST API project, which is having all the CRUD operations. Let us check this.
Yeah, the project is in a running state actually. So these are the 4 CRUD operations I'm using in my code, and I'm using one simple student entity for database table purpose, and it has only a few fields like name, ID, and email, and so I'm interacting with this REST API using Postman. So these are the fields I'm using for my entity class. So let me give input for each of the functionality from the postman. So let's check this get functionality. Yes. Okay. And this is the path variable I'm using. I have few and ODM removing. Headers. Variable. Okay, something supported JSON only. Just
try restarting this application once.
Yeah, I think that would help. System is very slow actually. System is super slow today. It started. I think this time localhost 1990. Okay, I'm getting this. Let me check other functionality. Application. Yes, this will not affect anything here. Let me try save. body. Request.
What happened, sir? You tell me what you are doing.
I think there is an issue with the get functionality. I'm not sure.
There is an issue with the
Let me show you that. When I'm trying to get one ID, there is
get mapping / get. Okay, go to Postman.
Actually I've executed
1 minute. Okay, show me that method.
Yeah.
It is a get request method. For the get request method, why are you writing consumes?
Yeah, just I've not used, like today only I've added these things for all, like I think are not required for delete and get request. We don't need, right?
For get request method, consumes not required, only produces.
Okay.
Because we are not giving any data in the request body for the get request.
Yeah. I think that was the issue, I guess so. But it is optional, I thought, like we can give. Okay. So anyway, the post executed. So I given this is the URL for my post mapping, and I'm giving a JSON format. So actually, it is accepting both XML and JSON as a consume. It will accept both formats from the client. So again, I have for producers, I'm giving both the formats, XML and JSON formats, to save the student details, and so it got executed, and same whatever saved in the database that is giving as a output here. This is the input I'm giving, and if I am trying to get the same details from the get method, I can get it now.
Is anybody having any questions for him?
Sir, he's trying to post something, but in the response, I see email as a null.
Yeah, sorry, email is a null. So sorry, here I am giving the variable li missed l, so it did not took
Email is variable name is not matching.
Yeah, so let me. Actually, this get request is not working. I don't know why.
No, you used post. You have to use
Oh,
get.
sorry. Yeah. Okay. So I'm changing the primary key to 8, and giving the same details with now I am using post to save these details again. Okay, email got got saved without null. So let me fetch the same details using get mapping. Get and
Body also not required, right?
I think it may not take from body if we give like that is the dot. Let me check that as so 8 is the path variable I'm giving here. It should give the output. Let's see if the body takes or not. Yeah, I think it worked. Let me in the console select star from student. Yeah, it got executed get request. So it was returning whatever previously inserted from the post mapping. Those are getting populated in the output. So next functionalities are update. This is the put mapping I'm using. So I will try to update the same entity like the same student details now. So in the put mapping also it will take both the XML and the JSON format as a consumer as well as it will produce the same two formats whatever. I tested both those are working. But I will try that as well. So for update let me update 8. I'm changing something here. I think it not required here. I don't want to send the same primary key in body as well. I'm sending in URL as a path variable. So yeah, path variable I'm sending. So I'm adding Kumar here and I'm changing the method post. Sorry, post method. So they should update the values using I'm adding Kumar here. Let me check what is returning. So it should return the updated values. Okay, put in the 8 path variable. Okay, I'm sending the request. Yeah, it got executed and name is updated with Kumar. And the last one is delayed functionality. Let me try to give XML as well for this. Student. Name right. Correct me if I'm wrong anywhere. Not familiar with XML. So name I'm updating again back to Rakesh. So maybe this will work or not. And email. Email.
Change.
Okay. So this is the XML format. I guess this should work. Well, it should update both the YAML and name and the XML format as we are accepting XML based like XML configuration as well. Put and everything is correct, right? Yeah. Let me send it. Yeah, I think it is returning in the JSON format output. I think so. I think so. Accepted, right?
In
Header.
header,
Yeah.
yeah.
accept type. Let me change it to okay. Already I just selected. Got it. Now let me send it again. It should
No,
give.
you have to
Oh,
make
sorry.
application hyper.
Yeah. XML should work. Accept. This is the content type. Accept is receiving and content type is sending, right? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we got in XML format. So it is taking it's consuming like XML format. So the last functionality is delete. Let me delete this. I think these are not required for delete. Let me keep it. Let's see if I got any error. Delete functionality. For that, delete URL is the delete. And the ID I'm passing this needs to be deleted. Okay. Anything? Okay, let's keep it. Body now. Even though it should delete. Okay. Let me send it. Yeah, student row deleted. For the last time, let me take the get. It should not receive. It should not get anything. Or else error. Yeah, not found error. I think I handled this not found in the get mapping somewhere. If else, yeah. If no rows found, then I'm returning not found status. Yeah, this is how I implemented the project.
Yep, very good, sir. Guys, anybody having any questions? Some people who has tried it, excellent job. The people who did not try. So do you have any questions for this guy who completed this project? REST API project to perform CRUD operations.
Can you please show the design, what are all the classes that you used to
Yeah,
implement
and
this?
there are no such so many classes. Only REST controller I'm using. Another one is for entity purpose. I'm using student class. I think yeah. So for repository, right? So only save functionality and let me show you. So in repository, I'm not using interface or something. So it is extending the JPA repository. Sorry, and in the service, I developed these methods. So one is this functionality is save student. It will use the save it is a polymorphic method. So I'm using the both for put method, put mapping, and as well as for post mapping. I'm using the same as save function. Save is for polymorphic.
So this
And
REST repo is REST services. You implemented the abstract methods, right?
no abstract methods. By default, we have in JPA repository we have this
Predefined method is using.
yeah.
Okay.
So we have delete by I've used. So none of the abstract method I've used in my repository class. So only predefined functions I'm using.
Okay.
Yeah, find by ID for getting the details and delete by ID for removing the specific ID, I mean rows. So and save this functionality for both put and post mapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, how much time it took for you to complete this?
Yeah, actually, so I did now first task you had given that implement get mapping, post mapping. So after you given that we need to add JPA like database things as well. So it took after the class I have just implemented day before yesterday, I guess. Added this repos and services. Very less time it took. Yeah.
So it's not difficult, guys. Already I have explained that in the video. I have given the video link also for you people. Whatever the project that I have given as a task, that is already explained in the video. How to implement this task from the scratch, how to perform the CRUD operations, and how to insert the record, update the record, delete the record. All these things already I have explained in that class with the coding also. Okay. So still, if you guys don't try, if you don't develop, then I can't do anything. I can't do anything. You need to do this one on your own. You need to do these things on your own, because how much concept you are learning theoretically, that will not help you. That will not help you. Okay, so how much code you are writing, whether you are able to complete the project or not, that is important. Okay. Is there anyone else who completed this? Is there anyone else who is able to complete this project? Just a simple CRUD operations you need to perform by using REST API. Simple CRUD operations you need to perform by using REST API, and how to do that, that code also I have given, that video also I have given. In that I have explained line by line how to complete this project. Vamshi Gaud completed. Okay. Good job, Vamshi. What about the remaining people? How many people who are not completed? Can you please send me a message? Who are not completed, can you please send me a message in the chat box? Who is not completed?
Sure, I will do today.
Today you will do, okay?
Hello, sir. I have completed the project using
Sorry?
JSON. Sir, I have completed the assignment by using a JSON.
By using the JSON, okay, just adding the XML, it's not a big deal, right?
Yeah, sir. Actually, yesterday I didn't attend the class due to some issue. And today morning I watched the video. So that is why I will do the
Yeah,
XML part.
please. Anybody facing any challenges in completing this? Anybody not able to understand how to complete this? Any challenges you are facing? Anyone is not able to complete it? And anybody facing the problem while doing this one? Because I don't think it's a big deal to develop this project. It will take just 15 to 20 minutes of time to complete this. It will take just 15 to 20 minutes of time to complete this. Any challenges you are facing? Anybody stuck with any problem, so that I can help you to solve that problem? Because syllabus is getting completed. If you are unable to do the practice, if you are unable to complete the task, then what is the use of completing the syllabus? Are you guys understanding what I'm trying to say? Guys, are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Sure. I understand.
Syllabus is getting completed. If you guys are not able to develop the project, then what is the use of completing the syllabus? Is there any use or there is no use? Huh? There is no use. So if you are not able to complete the syllabus, if you are not able to complete the practice, there is no use of completing the syllabus. That is what I feel. What to do, guys? Because in the entire class, 60 members are there. Only 2 people completed that assignment, and that I have given 2 days back. Only 2 people completed that assignment, which I have given 2 days back. Why this much negligence? If you are having really any problem, then that is my issue. I need to tell you how to complete it.
నేను పంపించి మెసేజ్ కొట్టాను, ఫోన్ చేశాను, వస్తాను.
Come on guys, I'm not getting any response. What to do? क्या करना है? What we need to do now?
Sir, we will do today.
We will do today. So you don't want me to teach the new topic?
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Sir, I did also complete, sir, but I'm not joined from my laptop, sir. Tomorrow I will share screen to you, sir.
You are able to complete it?
Yes, sir. But only JSON format, sir.
Only. Why not XML?
Sir, today I'm trying, sir.
Today you will try. Okay.
Yes.
The remaining people, guys?
Sir, I have one question, sir, but that is not related to subject. Can you ask, sir?
Yes.
Sir, if
Now, okay, can you send a hi message so that I'll share my location? WhatsApp lo hi podu.
Yeah, you can ask me your question.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
Sir, as a Java developer, what topic we need to more practice in Java and Spring Boot, sir?
I will tell you the interview questions, sir.
Okay, sir.
I will give you the interview questions. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
So who has not completed, could you please send a message in the chat box? Who did not complete this project? I want to know how many people are serious in this batch.
Hello. Sir, I'm getting one exception. In post method.
Dinesh, you are getting exception.
Yes.
Can you share your screen?
Okay.
Computer ID open.
Actually, I've created this method, get method. Here I'm giving this parameter. I've written path variable.
Okay.
So when I'm fetching the data, I'm getting.
1 minute, 1 minute. The problem is with the entity class. Can you go to your entity? Implements a serializable ID you are using, course details. Scroll down. Why are you implementing serializable, sir? You don't need to do
Actually,
that.
I got this error, so I thought maybe this is.
Remove it, not required.
Hello.
Save it. Control Shift F.
Yes.
Okay. Show me the repository. Your repository interface.
Yeah, this one.
Course integer, okay, good. Now let's try. Clear the console. Do you have any data in the table?
Yes, I'm having this one. The data mine. So I'm fine.
8th record is available. Okay. But let's delete all the records in the table and you can reinsert a record now.
Okay.
Delete. Select and delete rows. Delete them also. Apply and delete. Right click and delete. Right click, delete rows. Apply. Yes. Yeah, finish. Now select your table and insert one record. Now there is no data. Now you go and insert one record. Post method.
Yeah.
Create method is available. No, your server is already running. Stop it once. Stop the server and start again. Now you start it.
This one is created. The figure I'm getting this error when running this file. Sir, here I'm getting this error.
Find /9. Get request you are sending. Can you go to headers? Headers in that get request. Content type. Remove those both. Yeah. Send the request. Go to your console. It is unable to convert your data.
Yes, yes.
Show me the error. Invalid definition, no serializable font and properties discovered to create. Being scroll down, scroll side scrolling. Yeah. Side.
This side.
First of all, are you getting that object? That is my question. Are you really getting the record from the table? Can you run this project in the debug mode? It is better.
Your get URL is wrong.
This one.
Are you getting ID? Keep your cursor on the ID variable. 9 you are getting, okay. F6. Wait. Find course by ID. Press F6. Function F6. Okay. Select star from table where ID is. Okay. Sir, you are select ID. Okay. Executed. You got the course record, ID, name, and price also you got. Okay. F6.
But this type is
Press F6. Response entity return. Course object you are returning with that data. Okay. Yeah. F6.
This return type is not coming with course only.
Send that response. Open that course object. It is unable to convert that course object
This
into
one, entity I can
JSON.
open. Yes, sir.
Open it.
This one.
Data, entity, table. I have one question. Can you remove that @data annotation and write setters getters manually?
I written actually that one is not working. So I written that.
Remove that lombok and generate the setters getters manually.
Setters getters I generated one.
Source generate setters getters.
Sir, already I'm having a setters and getter.
Okay, fine. 1 minute. ID, name, price, course, ID, toString method is there. Open your service class also once. I want to see how you are retrieving that. Service IMPL get by ID, course repository dot get by ID, exists by ID. Then you are returning that object. Okay, that is fine. You send that request again. One minute, give me the screen control.
Okay. That is type is showing course, this Hibernate proxy something is coming.
Sorry.
The course is showing course, then some symbol for Hibernate proxy, the return type. When it is
No serializer found for the class byte body and no properties discovered to create bean serializer. Disable serialization feature on fail on empty beans.
So in the return type, the response entity codes dot class. If you will give like that, it will resolve.
Okay, get method, that is the issue, sir.
dot get.
The problem is in your service layer method.
Can you give the course dot class response entity?
That is also fine. The issue is here. This is already deprecated method, course repository dot by ID. You call just find by ID method, not get by ID. Course repository dot find by ID. Whatever the ID, call dot get. Save this change.
नहीं कुछ डेप्रिकेटर बता रहे हैं कहानी लोडिंग क्लास कोई कर रहा है ना जेडीबीसी से हो रहा है तो कह रहा है कि ये लगा हुआ है ड्राइवर
Okay, now go to Postman and send that request. Yes, now it is working.
Oh yeah. So that deprecated class is not returning simple object class. That means a course.
So that get by ID method, whatever that you are calling, that was deprecated. So instead of that, it's better to use find by ID method.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Sir, ID he is taking in string in control get mapping.
That's not any problem, sir.
Okay. Okay,
So
sir.
we are getting the output, no issue.
Okay.
But generally, that should be integer value. It is integer here. So
I already
the controller also, whenever you are taking ID, again he is converting to integer. He is converting that ID to integer here.
Okay.
So everything's fine. That only that method I choose wrong.
Sorry?
Method I chooses wrong one. Everything.
Yeah, you have used wrong method in the service layer.
Yes.
Repository.find by ID method you need to call. Instead of that, you called get by ID method. Because of that, we got the problem.
Okay.
And you see, guys, how I found the solution. Whatever the error we got, I just pasted that error in the Google and I got the solution. So this was the method get by ID. They are suggesting to call this to find by ID. That's it. Directly I got this is Google searching technique. As a developer, you should know this skill also. How to search in the Google, how to get the solution, and how to use that in our project. Yeah, Dinesh, your problem is solved. You understand what
Yes,
is the
actually
mistake you have done?
already I did this in Spring Boot, but here the wrong method I called. So that's
Yeah.
why. Yeah, thank you.
Very good. Anybody else facing any problem? Anybody else facing any problem? Anybody else facing any problem? Okay, good guys. So the remaining people who has not completed that should complete that today. So because if you complete that project now, then only you are going to get that concept. I mean, how to develop that project, how to use all these concepts. Okay, so that is very, very important. Learning the concept is easy, but implementing that concept in a project is difficult. So you should be able to develop the CRUD operations, and it's not a rocket science application. Already you know what is HTTP protocol, you know what is JSON data, you know what is REST controller, get method, post method, put method, delete method. The only thing that you need to do, JPA integration you need to add, and you need to perform CRUD operations with that. JPA integration you need to add, and you need to perform CRUD operations, and that for that also I have given the video as well. What you need to do, it is already there in the video. If you just watch 30 minutes video, full coding also I have explained. Okay, good. So let's understand today what is Swagger. So today let us understand what is Swagger. Anybody having any idea on Swagger, guys? Anybody having any idea on the Swagger? Any basic, at least one line definition that you know about Swagger? What is the Swagger? Why Swagger? Any idea do you have on that?
Swagger
Generating the
is for
documentation.
API testing purpose.
Sorry?
It is also used for API testing.
documentation.
Yes. Swagger is used to generate API documentation. It is open source and it is used, Swagger, it is used to generate API documentation. Sir, what is the meaning of API documentation and why we need to generate API documentation? So the concept is very simple. So when we are developing distributed applications, provider application will be available and consumer application will be available. Provider is available and consumer is available. Provider application is developing by one company and consumer application is developing by another company. Okay, provider application is developing by one company and consumer application is developing by another company. Now, so provider means it is going to provide the services to other applications. Provider application means it is going to provide the services to other application, and consumer means it is going to access the services from the other application. For example, so this is our IRCTC application. Okay, what is the main business of IRCTC, guys? What is the main business of IRCTC application?
The tickets. Train ticket.
Come on.
Train ticket.
What is the main business of
Information
IRCTC?
about all the trains in India.
So it is all about train tickets booking, right? It is all about Indian railway system. It is all about train tickets booking in the IRCTC. Now here, consumer applications available. So consumer applications, it can be multiple, guys. Consumer no need to be only one consumer. So consumers can be multiple. So here, Make My Trip is acting as one consumer. GoIbibo is acting as another consumer. In future, one more consumer also can come. So this is consumer Make My Trip application, which is accessing IRCTC, and this is GoIbibo. This is another client application which is going to access our IRCTC application. Now, so provider development is completed. We know already how to develop a provider, what is REST controller, what is HTTP method, what is JSON data, what is Jackson data. All that part we know already. Now, suppose assume that provider is developed by somebody, IRCTC project, it is developed by TCS company. Okay, assume that this project is developed by TCS company, IRCTC website developed by TCS company. Now, I am from Make My Trip company. Now I want to develop the consumer, guys. Okay, if I want to develop the consumer, can I directly start the consumer development, or I need some details of the provider? Come on.
Details of the provider.
Can I directly develop the consumer? Provider is already developed. IRCTC project is already developed, and it is developed by TCS company. Now, currently I am working in the Make My Trip company. So my requirement is I need to access IRCTC application from Make My Trip application. I need to access IRCTC application from the Make My Trip application. So in order to do that, we should know about the provider. So provider is developed by one company. Now I want to develop the consumer. To develop a consumer, we should know about the provider. What we should know about the provider? We should know who is our provider, where is our provider, what services offered by provider, what type of methods available, what operations are allowed, what is request payload structure that we need to send for the provider, and what is response payload structure. Okay, so IRCTC application is available, that is developed by one company. So the service is available. Now I want to access that provider. So that means I want to develop a consumer. In order to develop a consumer, directly you can't develop a consumer. What is the meaning of consumer, guys? What do you mean by consumer? Come on. What do you mean by consumer?
We use that application.
Consumer means the application which is going to access other applications is called as a consumer. So if I want to access the provider, that means if I want to develop the logic to access the provider, I need these details of the provider. So who is our provider? Who is giving the services for us? And where is that provider available? And what services offered by that provider? What operations are allowed? That means what type of request I need to send? Do I need to send a GET request for the provider? Do I need to send a POST request for the provider? Okay, suppose if I am sending a POST request, what is the request payload structure, what information I need to send in the request. For example, I want to book a train ticket from Make My Trip to IRCTC, B2B communication. So when I am sending a post request from Make My Trip to IRCTC, if I send my name, my father name, my mother name, my father name, his father name, his father name, if I send that kind of information, is there any benefit available? If I am sending my name, my father name, my mother name, my school 10th class details, my intermediate details, my BTech details, my company details, is there any use of that data to IRCTC? Come on, guys. If you Make My Trip is sending passenger data, passenger name, passenger email ID, passenger school details, college details, education details, company details, salary details, his father details, his father details, his father details, is there any use of that data?
No, sir.
No. So what data we need to send, that we should know. That is request payload structure. Okay. From the consumer, what data we need to send to the provider in the request payload, and what is the response we are going to get from the provider. What is the request payload and what is the response payload, that information we should know. What is the request payload and what is the response payload, that information we should know. Are you guys able to follow me? Are you guys able to follow me? What is the request payload and what is the response payload, that information we should know here. What is the request payload and what is the response payload, that information we should know here. So that is the reason, if you want to develop a consumer application, directly you cannot go and write the code for the consumer. So Java code only we are going to write for consumer, but directly you cannot write that Java code. If you want to write the logic to develop the consumer, then you should know who is your provider, and you should know where is your provider, and you should know what services are offering by the provider, and what operations available in the provider, how many get request methods, how many post request methods available, okay, what type of requests available in the provider, and what is request payload structure, what is the request payload structure, and what is the response payload structure. All these things we should know. Then only we can develop the consumer logic. Then who will provide these details? Can I assume all these details according to my requirement, guys? Can I assume these details, or provider should give these details for us?
Provider should give.
Provider should give.
Can I assume what services they are offering? Can I imagine? And can I imagine what data they need? They might need my name, my email ID. Can I imagine the data? And can I send that data, whatever I want, to the provider? No. So when you are developing the consumer application, so you should know who is your provider. So when you are developing a consumer application, you should know who is your provider. You should know where is your provider. You should know who is your provider, where is your provider, what services are offered by the provider, and what methods, what type of methods available in the provider, and what is request payload, what is response payload, what data we need to send in the request, what data we need to send in the response. All that information we should know. Then only we can develop the consumer application. Who will provide all this information, guys? All this information should be given by the provider only. All this information should be given by the provider. How providers will give all this information? That's where Swagger comes into picture. By using Swagger documentation, providers will give all this information to the consumer. Are you able to understand my point? Provider nothing but one application developed by some company. It is running in some system. We don't know. We are from another company. As part of B2B communication, our company project should access other company project. B2B communication we are going to establish. In order to establish this B2B communication, we should know all the information about the provider. Who will provide that information? Who will share that information with us? That information should be shared by provider side team only. They will share that information to us by using Swagger. So what is the Swagger? Swagger is used to generate the documentation for the API. What is a Swagger? Swagger is used to generate the documentation for the API. Are you guys clear with my point? What is a Swagger? Swagger is used to generate the documentation for our API. So I will give you 2 minutes of time. Can you just do the research in the Google how to add the Swagger for the REST API, guys? I will give 2 minutes of time for you. Can you guys do some research? You check in the Google or you check in the chat GPT, wherever. So can you tell me how to implement Swagger in our Spring Boot application? Guys, can you tell me how to implement Swagger in our Spring Boot application? Come on, guys, can you do that? Can you do that? How to implement Swagger documentation? Come on, guys.
By adding the dependency.
Yeah, you spend 2 minutes of time and you read that what we need to do for that. I want all of you to search in the internet how to add Swagger for our application. You understand theoretically what is the purpose of going for Swagger?
Yes, sir.
So what is the purpose of going for Swagger, guys? What is the purpose of going for Swagger?
To generate REST API
To
document.
generate API documentation, sir.
Yes, it is used to generate the REST API. Guys, are you doing that research? You check in the internet. You check in the internet how to add the Swagger for your project. And you should let me know how to add the Swagger for the project and how to get the Swagger documentation of the provider. You need to teach me this concept. All of you okay for that? Guys, can anybody tell me? Are you doing any work on this? Sorry?
Yes, sir.
You got the solution?
Yes, sir.
So can you explain what is the solution?
We need to add first Swagger dependency, sir.
Okay.
Create a Swagger configuration in the project, sir. We have to configure the base package, sir.
Okay.
Enable
And we have
Swagger
to access the Swagger.ui HTML page, sir. And we need to send the requests.
Okay, good. So can you guys try that Swagger implementation in your project? Can you guys try that Swagger implementation in the project, guys? So let's take this. As you are implementing one project, in that project you need to add the Swagger and you need to see how to generate the API documentation by using Swagger. You need to see how to generate the API documentation by using Swagger. So let's take this as a challenge and try to do it. Whoever is not completed that project, please try to complete that. So in the tomorrow session, I will show you one example with the Swagger and we are going to understand REST client development, how to develop a consumer and access the provider applications. That we are going to learn in the tomorrow session. Okay, I'm stopping now. We'll meet again in the tomorrow session, guys. Anybody having any questions, you can ask me. If you have any questions, I'm open. You can ask me.